Ba-ba-boom, ba-boom, 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 ba-ba-boom. How's everyone? Hello! Bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Right, this chat's so weird, man. Right, okay. I wonder if I can open the chat app somewhere else. Open in browser. I've got it there as well. Cool. Bit experimental, this for me. So, a bit odd, really. There you go. Oh, I can see the chat there. I'm trying to find the chat. Hello. Greetings from Germany. I love your music. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to do it on the browser. I can see it a bit better. Actually, I might just do it there. There we go. Bring the thunder. I can see everything now. How's everyone doing? Da 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 da. So I'm simultaneously streaming to a few different things, apparently. There's a lot going on my screen at the moment. Just getting the hang of it. Greetings from Rochdale. Right, Keith. How are you doing? Good one. Oh, this is good, this, actually. I can see a few people on Twitch, Dan's on YouTube. There's a bit of a delay on this, but not too bad. Oh, that's better. There we go. Right, oh, that's good. I've got 5 on my personal Facebook. There you go. More people watching me on my profile than anything else. What's going on here? Let's see what that looks like, really. Eight people on Facebook. Hello, everyone on Facebook. There you go. Wow. I'm just checking it all out, to be honest. It's quite exciting, really. Colin Hendry, see your profile. I mean, oh, Colin Hendry is live. I know I am. 1 comment already. There you go. Hello. Oh, it's like putting, when I'm speaking, it's like putting the words on the screen. Hello from Hawaii. All right, Susan. This is great, isn't it? Oh, look at that. It's all aggregating in the same place. Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? Very exciting. So we've got, what have we got then? So we've got Keith's from Rochdale. That's Yorkshire, UK. And, am I right, Keith? And Hawaii, USA. Where else are we from? Derbyshire. Nice. How's the weather in Derbyshire? Rochdale? Is Rochdale in Rochdale's not Lancashire. Surely. Is it? I'm Googling it now. Oh. Of course it is. I knew that. Greater Manchester, isn't it? Is it near Yorkshire? I was getting confused. Wrong side of the Pennines. Sorry, Keith. Solihull, Colorado. Look at this. Crazy. Yeah, what you can do with technology. I'm just excited that I'm streaming to 4 different platforms at the same time. Periscope I don't think that's working very well. I mean, it's like Twitter's bought Periscope. I don't know whether it's actually working. Pretty cool though. Very exciting. I don't sound it, but that's because, like Keith would agree, because I'm from Lancashire and we never sound excited. I know, it's like magic, isn't it? So is everyone getting the chats from the other platforms? So, for example, if you're on YouTube, I don't know whether it works on all of them. I don't know whether it works on YouTube. I think it was saying something like YouTube and Twitch should get, yeah, YouTube and Twitch should get this. They should be relay. It's called relaying it. They should relay the chat from Twitch to YouTube, and then YouTube to Twitch. I think. I don't know whether everyone's getting that. I don't think it supports it on Facebook. So technically Greater Manchester. But yeah. I mean, don't ask me about geography. I mean, it's just probably the worst subject. Right, so it's near. I thought it was near Yorkshire. It just sounds like it should be Yorkshire with a name like Rochdale. Barnsley. It just sounds like one of them, doesn't it? 16 of you. Goodness me. Not had this many before because I'm sort of pulling everyone together. So we've got 6 on YouTube, 6 on Facebook. Facebook's doing all right because it's the debut. Hello, Thomas B. I sent your flag off today, I think. Your signed flag. Look at this. There's a 15-second delay, by the way. They make you pay if you want like a less delay. I'll just be patient. So it'll probably take like a little while to the message to come up and then for me to respond to the message. I've got Joe Bonamassa in my head. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's pretty good. So everything should be relayed together. I've got the chat all together, and it's just sort of, it's just got little icons. I've got a Facebook icon, then a Twitch icon, then a YouTube icon, all together. I can't actually stream. It's another one of those things you have to pay for, but I can't stream to a Facebook page. I've just got to stream to my profile. So what I'm thinking is just doing a workaround, just trying to invite everyone to be my friend on Facebook, so I can use it as the the streaming thing. It's probably against the terms. I don't know. Hi Aaron, you alright? How's it going? Have you been watching on Twitch as well? Well, now you can see me on Facebook as well. I feel like it's sort of like you might as well, because people are already on their preferred platform or their preferred platform at this time of day. So I'll just stream to them all. It's always workarounds, isn't there, Keith? There you go. Has anyone done the magical... I'm not watching on OBS. I'm just looking at the chat now. Don't need to see myself. If anyone wants to, I think if I send a command, I'm going to try out my little commands now. I've got a few little things going. I don't know whether it'll work. Oh, it does. So I sent out, right, so that command works. I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, that one doesn't work. Oh, was it? Oh, maybe it's support. I can't remember what my commands are now. I'm just going to keep typing them in. I'm just testing them out. Nope. Okay, I don't know what my command is now. I need to find out. Oh, settings. Reply commands. What have I set up? Oh, I set it up as coffee. Kofi. So why didn't that work? Oh, there we go. Well, if it hasn't done a million, there you go. Well, I tried them out. So all the YouTube's going on the Twitter. That's great. So if people on Twitter, let's have a look. There doesn't say that there's anyone on Twitter at the moment, but 9 on YouTube. They'd be quite transient on things like Facebook. People will go on for a bit and then they'll go off. Yeah, I saw 2 move to 4 quickly on Facebook there. Few on Twitch. It's quite low for Twitch, 10 past 8. But I suppose people might have moved. They're usually... Ah, you got the email. Amazing. Well, I basically shut down my side of the merchandise things on Bandcamp just because of work commitments. Just haven't really got the time. So just for now, temporarily. I've got a lot on at the moment. I've got my writing my school reports, which is fun, and doing that. Working on my vocals and tracking vocals. Don't know. Keith's trying them all out. He's on Twitter, he's on everything. Follow us on Twitter if that's your sort of thing. It's at Witch Hazel Band, I think it is. Oh, yeah, Alan. Yeah, so yeah, from Primordial. I'm sure I saw something. Maybe even it was a while back, wasn't it? It was a year or could have been a few years ago now. Yeah, well, Twitch or Twitter, either's fine. But it doesn't look particularly successful, the Twitter thing. But I mean, who goes on Periscope? Because they've gone, like Twitter's bought Periscope, apparently. And the thing is, we haven't got much of a following on Twitter, so I shouldn't imagine there's anyone chomping at the bit to watch us on Twitter live. Seems to be that YouTube's the main one. So that's good. All good, isn't it? YouTube's quite a nice little hub of video, live and videos, and it's even got its own little community tab for stream and stuff. So hopefully we can get the YouTube situation resolved soon. I think there's just a backlog, to be honest, on YouTube. There's like apparently, I don't know for sure, but apparently some sort of backlog of people trying to make artist pages and resolve their demonetization of their channels and all sorts of stuff going on. It's probably because of all the people that have started up stuff in lockdown, like me. Started stuff up and then they don't know, they just haven't, they haven't got the time to fit all these people. I don't know what YouTube staff's like, but there you go. Good to hear, mate. I know, it'll be good. Well, I've been in the pub once, inside a real pub this week. Met with Jack. And yeah, bring on the gigs. I think there's gigs as soon as next week. A lot of kind of restrictions, but there's some gigs as next week, so. Oh, that's cool. Said it was in his top 10. There you go. Even bands like Primordial, like a bit of a... What was the genre we decided it was? Sacred Dad Rock. I wonder whether they can make... That chat looks quite small. I just wonder whether... When we watch the replay, that chat's not really going to be very big, is it? But... so it goes after a bit, that chat, doesn't it? There you go. Yeah, I did sign your flag, Thomas, yeah, with a Sharpie. Good to hear. Digging the music, that's cool. Digging the music. Hopefully I can actually play some Witch Hazel songs at some point soon. I mean, what is it? What's the date? Yeah, so And I might just do it anyway. Then hope for the best next week. Do a play along. And hope it's done by then. You're right, Andre, how's it going? I'm good. How are you? Just busy live streaming. I like these chatting ones. Quite relaxed, and you can sort of dive into some really important subjects like Colin the Caterpillar, stuff like that. It was there on that stream. That was probably one of the best streams I've had. When we just got, it was the first time I was streaming on YouTube, and it just sort of exploded with questions. That's kind of what tonight's. Feel free to ask questions. Sort of opens up the chat a little bit. But yeah, it's first time I'm streaming on YouTube, and YouTube didn't let us down. It's good. At that point, it was like Twitch versus YouTube. Yeah, so when people watch the video back, they'll sort of get a sense of, if they can see it. I don't know that I need to make it bigger, but when people watch the YouTube video, for example, back, or the Twitch replay, they'll be able to see the chat. So if they're watching it thinking, oh, maybe I want to join the live stream, and they can see what was said. Keith was there. My name. Are you asking for mine? I'm Colin. Colin from Witch Hazel. Eric's here, who does the drum covers. You've done two now, haven't you, Eric? I don't know whether I've watched the Archangel one yet. Eric's on YouTube. He does drum covers and stuff. I will not. A lot of people like that song, I will not. Oh yeah. New drum cover coming along. So Jamie says, oh right, yeah. It should have, I think there was, I spoke to the record label today, and he said he was packing shirts. But I'm guessing if you bought it at some point recently, I mean, he's done a few post rounds recently, so. Archangel's next week, right? That's why I haven't seen it, because it's not out yet. New fancy everything. I've been doing a bit of research in my lunch breaks on how to aggregate the chat. This is so much better. I can see across all the platforms, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, or I don't think anyone's. Oh, there's one person. Hello, one person on Periscope/Twitter. Periscope by Twitter. How are you doing? If you're brave enough, speak up, and then I can see your icon. You'll be the one special person. There's a mystery person on Periscope, unless it's just someone just doubling up. Oh, right. Oh, that'll come through fairly soon then, if you bought it 20 minutes ago. Oh, where's it going to though? USA? That might take a bit longer actually, might it? I'll tell you what, we sold some of these We'll Be Strong t-shirts recently. Oh, Canada. Sorry, not America. Love to go to Canada. Hello, Heavy Metal Finland's here. How's it going? One of the classics. There's like a few classics. I mean, you're all very welcome, but there's some people that have been here from the start, isn't there? When it was just Twitch Hazel, and it was just all on Twitch. Been a committed, I don't know why you're committed. Committed following. Don't know what you've committed to. By the way, if anyone fancies it, if you send if you send any amount on that, if you send a virtual goblet of mead, the little thing on the screen will light up, and then a triple lead guitar part will play. It's like, you know, when you go to the seaside and you put a 10p in and it's entertaining. Well, this one makes a magical sound, and that's what the your virtual mead pays for. It floats up with your name on the screen. So I don't know how to really describe it to be honest. Yeah, I was going to say, Keith. I posted a picture of my wife wearing the t-shirt, and we sold more t-shirts that day. And funnily enough, a lot more engagement on social media as well. Shrewd tactic, yeah. With her permission, she sent me the photos, so. I'm drinking my pint of mead. But you can send me a virtual one. It's up to you. Oh, you just got pure dog then. This is my goblet right now. But you feel free to make the magical sound on the screen. Do I DIY the guitars I play? As in as in like yeah, it is incredibly cool. Oh, you're doing you. I never ulti. Should I call you ulti? It's like ulti, isn't it? I never know what to call some people. Ulti. It is a very cult mug. Do I do DIY the guitars I play? Yeah, I kind of like work on. Although I have a local guitar tech who just does a better job, and there's certain things I ain't got the ability. So I don't have anything that's precision engineering on a guitar. So things like the guitar nut. I haven't got any guitars around, but a guitar nut or the frets. You're talking like less than a millimeter stuff. So, you know, I can't do that stuff. So I send that to a guitar tech or saddle notching. Everything else, kind of setting the guitars up, stringing and cleaning, and I can do wiring, guitar wiring, quite simple. Took me a while to learn how to do it. Hi Paul, how's it going? So yeah, sort of DIY and set it up and do the action. So anything that's kind of fairly straightforward on a guitar. Intonation, I can do all the stuff that doesn't involve precision tools like nut filing and yeah, bridge notching and frets. Everything else I can do really on a guitar. So yeah, kind of set them up. You know, if someone gave me a guitar, I could kind of clean it up and set it up and restring it and check for any wiring problems. I can kind of do basic stuff. So that's about as DIY as it gets. And I swap parts out. I'm quite good at making sure it's the right size, imperial and metric, all that sort of stuff. Geeking up about guitars. Oh gosh. There we go. Came through on my. You might have got that twice. Oh, there you go. I'm glad I get the sound. Who sent that then? Oh, it's Keith. Good old Keith. Cheers, Keith. New goblet of mead, Keith. Is the well, it's all there available to you. You can also make the sound. Was that too loud? Came through quite loud on my laptop. Don't know whether you got a shock or not. I feel like it might have been a bit too loud. Compared to the voice, is it a bit ridiculously loud or is it quite good? I can change the volume of it on OBS. I had about half last week. So I'm 3/4 volume at the moment. It's on the loud side, but it's funnier that way. A 3-second sound worth the price of an album. Yep. There you go, there's your links. So this is the thing. I've set this up as well now, so I'm guessing at least I think YouTube should be getting that. Is everyone, I mean, so out of YouTube, Twitch and Facebook, is everyone getting those 2 links? Should come up every 15 minutes or something. Right, so you're all getting the restream bot, I'm guessing, with those links to Witch Hazel merch and patronage, Patreon style stuff. So yeah, the kind of if you're new here, Patreon style stuff isn't necessarily just for me sitting here and chatting to you. I mean, I'd do that anyway, but it's so I can spend more time on Witch Hazel stuff. So I'll probably sound like a stuck record, but oh, you've not got any links on? Yeah, I thought it might be like that on Facebook. So it doesn't send links, but it's the link. Basically, it's the link that's on the page plus witchhazel.com, Paul. So that's all we've got. But basically, I sound like a stuck record, but basically the whole idea is to generate some money so that I can, and ideally like monthly support, so that I can spend more time on Witch Hazel stuff. So at the moment, I'm kind of fitting it in. I do 4 hours a week at the moment, dedicated to it. From September, I'm going to a day, based on the support that I've already received and how the album's doing. So if you feel like you want to move Witch Hazel stuff forwards, get the albums sooner. At the moment, I'm kind of like fitting in. I'm working on album stuff, but I'm fitting it in. So if anyone is able to, any amount is welcome. That's my link. That's what it's for. So you can send stuff across, monthly support, whatever. Virtual Mead fuels the project. There you go. Gosh. My wood store next to me just clicked. Oh, hello. Thank you very much. Oh, cheers, Eric. Really appreciate that. I'll turn the sound down a little bit. I'm going to turn it down on my laptop as well. There we go. A little bit quieter. Nice, you get your name on the screen and everything. Isn't that good? Like magic. And the good thing about that, the reason I use this website, coffee.com, is because unlike Patreon and stuff, they don't take anything, so it's all going to go to the project. It's all going to financially support me. So, pretty good, isn't it? That's why I went for it, because I feel like if I'm sending something to someone I want to support them monthly or something, I feel like I want that money to go to them. It's like I want to support that person, so it's good. E. Oh, hello, how are you doing? How you doing, Luke? Oh, I nearly added you to the block list as soon as you got here, Luke. Add to block list on Restream chat. Whoops, nearly did that. Oh yeah, I missed what James was saying because I was talking about something else, but yeah. Watching the kids. I'll see you next time. He's not here anymore, is he? So I've missed the boat there. Great stuff. We had a question about DIY guitars, didn't we, before? But hopefully you got the answer, Dan. But let's have a look on the dashboard. It's looking all right. There's still one mystery person on Periscope. And oh, the Twitch name is Twitch Hazel. I'll type the link in for you now, Paul. So it's twitch.tv/Twitch, because obviously Twitch Hazel. There's the link. And you can watch on YouTube, which is just youtube.com/Witch Hazel. Ooh. Those are your links. So if you're on Facebook, feel free to move to your preferred platform, whatever. It's just hard. Like, I'd have to pay monthly to stream to the Facebook page, and I would just wonder whether yeah, feel free to subscribe, follow to either. Whatever's your platform, really. It's up to you. See you in a bit, Eric. Have a good one. But yeah, I'm kind of just doing it on. I mean, I've got a few on Facebook, I'm guessing now. Oh no, just the one. Maybe you're moving across. Maybe we can just sort of stream to Facebook and tell everyone to move to YouTube. I don't know. Just pull everyone across. The other thing, I can't stream to Instagram because all has to be phone based. It's against their terms. I think there's a way of doing it, but I don't want to get banned on YouTube. Hello, K Forcer. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're digging the music. Oh yeah, Dan got the yeah, you were there when I responded to that question. This kind of Q&A general chat really, so feel free if you've got any burning questions. We had at one point I was like building up this whole thing like I don't know what it was, fire away Q&A by the fire, and it was too hot. I didn't put the fire on. I was like, I'm not putting the fire on today. So every week's a Q&A until we get the copyright issue solved. So I'd rather play it safe. Like I said, same with Instagram. I don't want to get banned on these platforms because they've got terms and they want to do stuff. So, I mean, I could just have my phone. I could go live on Instagram now, couldn't I, really? I could say, hello, I'm here. Look at my setup, maybe, I don't know. There you go. This is really cool, though. I really love this stuff. Like, people on different platforms, different countries, all having a chat. It's great. Like what's it? What a time to be alive, eh? Oh, here we go. Oh, someone asked. Someone asked. Sorry, I forgot. I've missed your question. I'm not very good at this, am I? Who does the artwork? Branca Studio. I'll type it in. Sorry, Dark Horse Hero. From the USA, I think. You said. Branca. Oops, I can't spell. Studio. Question. Do you see yourselves as part of the new wave of traditional metal? Or traditional heavy metal, isn't it, I suppose? But yeah, I used the abbreviation and as a hashtag sometimes, and we're on the what's it called? There's a YouTube channel called New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Albums, and they just repost if someone's recently released an album in that general genre. Oh, is it? Hello, Adam. How have we got on there? Hey, you're the mystery person on Periscope/Twitter. Are you on both? Well, I'm guessing you are if you know. But yeah, we kind of are part of the new wave of traditional heavy metal, I suppose. Yeah, I don't mind like labels and stuff. No, it's a bit odd. So when I post, that was weird. It said it didn't make its way to Twitch, one of those links. It's a bit weird. Because I've got this little ticks now. So the last little restream bot sent a link, and then this time, one of the links was fine, and then the other link didn't send. So something went wrong with Twitch then for some reason. Anyway, there you go. Any touring plans? I think the general plan with touring is that we're up for it. I have a young family, so it's not going to be an extensive thing by any stretch of the imagination. I'm talking literally like a week, 2 weeks maximum. So, and it'd have to be something that was really, really worthwhile. And obviously, I think that it's hard because you can't have your cake and eat it. But at the same time, I've got to prioritise family, and that comes first. And it's kind of, sometimes it's hard because an opportunity comes along, but you think like, we're going to lose money or something, and we can't really go with something like that. So it's got to be the right thing, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, absolutely willing. We're definitely willing We'd love to do it. We did like not a tour, but we did like a 3 gigs in a row sort of thing. I think that'd be cool to do that for a week or two. So yeah, we're all up for it. It's just got to be right, I suppose. So try to get yourselves on the billing for Hell's Heroes. I'll Google that now because I don't know what that is. It rings a bell though. Looks like a festival. Hell's Heroes Fest. Well, we have, oh yeah, so we got Candlemas, Slough Egg, Satan, Night Demon, Eternal Champion, Haunt, High Spirits, Magic Circle, Gatekeepers. Okay, so there's, Smolder, yeah, Riot City Traveller, can't read that logo. So yeah, so whereabouts is it? Can't see where it is. So where in what country is it in? Houston, America. I mean, it's quite a big deal to get a UK band to America. I think if we went to the USA, we have to get work visas and stuff. It's if we thought Brexit was bad for bands, America's always been quite expensive. Oh, I would absolutely be a good fit, but we'd almost certainly lose money. We have a booking agent now, so we can't actually do any shows where we'd lose money because the booking agent has to take a little bit of a cut. So obviously we get more money and we don't have to organise that side of things. I was a terrible book. I used to be our booking agent. That was me. I was a terrible booking agent. So yeah, we now Dragon Productions, who does like Snarter Arctica and bands like that. They do Assenvel, can't remember what other bands, but yeah, they book bands like that. So I'm sure when things start to move forwards, we can the booking agent kind of steps in at that point and kind of get us shows. And I mean, we get regular emails like for shows and stuff. It's just kind of whether we can make it work, because we can't do a show where we lose money, unfortunately. It's all looking good. That's all right, Clifford. That's fine. I've got this. I've been listening to Joe Bonamassa recently. He's just got paid, the song he does, and mainly just for the guitar sound and the guitar playing. But there's just these little bits that's like going around in my head. These just like diddle, these extra little bits. Just guitar lines constantly. Oh, my leg. I don't think I should have sat like this. I think my legs are going to go dead. And I've not left any room for my leg. Oh. I'm going to have to side saddle this. There we go. Well, that's comfortable, isn't it? What a terrible idea. Oh. Dear me, I'm like an old man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the world will get back to normal at some point. Fingers crossed. And our booking agent will sort us out, as they have. They do Angel Witch and bands like that. So sort them out with gigs. Make sure it all is going to work. Situations are going to work. It's like a negotiation. I don't want to be in that situation where I'm like negotiating gig money and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Too old to rock and roll, too young to die, yeah, basically. I'm not too old. No one's too old to rock and roll, are they? They're really. Oh, I could do a live unboxing. I've just realised I've got a parcel down here. Would you like to see a live unboxing? I think it's something guitar related. I've just realised. Forgot about that. I think I know what it is. Like a little surprise. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. I got a stonking deal on this. Yeah, I thought it's a TC Electronics guitar pedal. There you go. Any guitar nerds. You're watching the live. This is what YouTube is doing it, right? Live unboxing. I can't open it though. Yeah, I got a good deal on this pedal, I'll tell you. I do Facebook's marketplace second-hand stuff. Just have a little peruse. I've been after this for a while, but I didn't want to pay full price for it. This is the camera can see it out. It's in quite a good condition, that second-hand. So this is for like your doubled. If you imagine like, don't know, Carry On My Wayward Son guitar sounds like stereo. 2 guitar parts. This like doubles a single guitar part and put it into 2 different amps. But it varies, so it sounds like there's 2 players. Because obviously if you double track, which we do a lot of, you never play it perfectly because you're not a robot. So this emulates that and does a really good job of it. So oh, congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. There you go. Oh, I know, Keith. The sword, I've seen stuff like that before. Andy sent me something. But yeah, the sword guitar. Yeah, we didn't have enough double tracks. This has saved me time, this. There's just set up 2 amps, pop this one in, stereo out, and then it sounds like I've double tracked and then just 2 mics done. Or I don't know. And it does work mono. It doesn't sound as good apparently, but I'm kind of interested to try it mono and see if it'll go on the pedal board. But yeah. The thing is, the TC Electronic are so good at like an algorithm and digital based effects. They're really good at that. So, you know, they do have their range of stuff, which is like rehoused Behringer pedals, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, this range, digital, anything that's digital in that range of guitars, really quite good. I have their delay pedal. It does like tapes and tape delays and stuff, and it does a really good job of it, I think. Yeah, all the money sent will be go to this pedal. If you want to contribute to this pedal, feel free. You have to send it in mead goblets. That's how it works. So still just the one, I think it was Adam, wasn't it, on Periscope? I'm just looking on it. I just find it interesting. I'm looking at it also. So we've got 6 on Twitch, 7 on YouTube. Well, there was 2. Now there's 1 on Facebook. Then 1 on Periscope. I wonder if that'll end up changing as Twitter takes over more. There you go. Well, you can do cause it's like an overdub, right? Isn't it? When you double track, you call it a second overdub. But you can do 1, 2, and there we go. You can do like 1 overdub, and then 2 overdubs, and then 3 overdubs, which is more up our street guitar tracking. So, I mean, I'm quite interested to see whether it'll probably sound a bit like a chorus when you just send it mono. So I'm quite interested to see kind of what it will sound like on a pedal board. But I'm kind of, when I'm doing demos, that's gonna save me bags of time. I'm like, oh, I've got to do it again. That's the metal housing, proper sturdy. I mean, my what's it called? It's called the TC Electronic Alter Ego. Has tape delays and does like a Memory Man emulation, and I've had it for I don't know how long now. I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3 years at least, if not more actually. About at least 3 years, and it's just doesn't break. It just stays on the pedal board, I think. Oh no, actually I took it off. Not actually in our latest set. We not really using any delay. It's kind of like I don't put it on the board if I don't use it in the set. But just feel like, oh, where am I going to put delay? don't know. I had to think about the set a bit more. So we had a band practice last week, which was exciting. So we had a band practice last week. I've been to the pub this week. It's been a good couple of weeks, really. But, oh gosh, that's gone a bit weird. There you go. Oh, hold it up again. I didn't even see your message. Apparently I've already held it up again. I'll hold it up. This is what we've been talking about if you just joined us. I did a live unboxing for you. So, there you go. It's not a pedal endorsement. I just bought it second hand. Facebook Marketplace. It's great for stuff. And there you go. If you want to support this, my pedal addiction, whatever it is. There you go. Yep. So we'll see how that goes. I got such a good deal on it with this that if it doesn't work out, it's like, oh, that's rubbish. I'll definitely make more money, even if I put it on eBay. So I'm quite happy with it. I kind of do stuff like that, really. When I'm buying second hand, I think, if I don't like it, would I be able to sell it? At least for what I bought it for. So I'm selling a few things on Facebook at the moment, actually. If anyone's interested. Selling a clone, Mythical Overdrive. Do it for 100 quid for you. Let's turn into a dodgy salesperson now. Yeah, man, I can sign the Mythical Overdrive if you want. It's not widely regarded, fairly regularly regarded as the best clone, closest, most organic, closest sort of to the original clone centaur. If you don't know what I'm talking about guitar wise, so there's this kind of, in the 90s there's this pedal called the clone centaur, and it's an overdrive pedal, and it's kind of fairly slightly just a polite mid-range sound. It's called a transparent overdrive, but it's not particularly transparent. But it just when you into a nice amp, you use the overdrive, and your guitar playing is quite sensitive, and it sounds like your amp's been turned up a bit more, but there's still clarity. It's kind of hard to describe unless you play one. But I just, I don't know if anyone saw the video I was going through my overdrives. We realised that this cheap OCD clone, OCD is another overdrive pedal, was the best one. And the clone just didn't work with my Friedman as well. It works with other amps, but doesn't work with the Friedman. It's a bit too trebly. So, because the Friedman's already got enough clarity, whereas other amps that are darker, like my old Peavey, the clone works great with that, but I don't use that amp now, so it's the backup. So with the, if you get nicer amps, like a Friedman, then you kind of don't need a clone, because you just turn it up. So it depends what you got. If you got a Vox or a dark amp or something that needs clarity, clone's the one. This time next year, Rodney, I'm glad someone else says this. We'll be millionaires. I don't think I will be. I don't even want to be a millionaire. I just want to write more songs. Be financially supported for it. Who knows? Might never get to that stage. To be honest, I might just have me one day a week, and I'd be happy with that. To be honest, but I'd be more happy with 2 days a week. Oh yeah, so basically this pedal I was talking about, this Clone Centaur, if you want an original one, it's like $2,000, something like that, ridiculous, or perhaps more. They put like the circuit of the pedal, and they covered it in this black gloopy stuff so no one could copy it, and then they found a way of, it's just ridiculous, like. And like for the pedal, it's, you can get a clone, so instead of, if you you can basically get these clones that will sound exactly the same. It's like the pedal I'm selling will sound exactly the same, and it's 100 quid rather than $2,000. So it is, the clone is a very good overdrive. I have a clone, like a little Chinese clone, nowhere near as good, but it kind of, it's sort of like, I'd say 80 to 90% there. So I have a little I used it on Spirit and Fire solo. So in conjunction with another booster pedal and a Marshall and the Flying V, which is now Keith's, basically, as good as Keith's. Yeah, I like a Rangemaster better as well, to be honest. I like the Rangemaster above all else. To be honest, it's just the best pedal. Instant Brian May and just generally 70s lead guitar sound, I think. We're getting into geeky. I suppose I did bring out a guitar pedal, so it's gonna get guitar geeky. You can see the numbers dropping. Brian May, yeah, he used a Rangemaster the first time. Vox AC30 was the amp, and then he used a Dallas Rangemaster treble booster. Although they're not actually treble boosters, they're more like high-mid boosters. Probably the best way, to be honest, Luke. Like, kind of in. I mean, I say like, I have kind of pedals for the studio, and then I have like the pedal board. And at the moment, the pedal board is tuner, the Rangemaster, Phase 90, a flanger, and then it'll be this thing. And that for the set that I've got at the moment, I only put a pedal board together with the songs that they need. I don't put a pedal on there I'm not going to need. So I'm going to put that on the end if it works with the amp. And the test is whether it works in a band practice. So I've been kind of working on the pedal stuff because we had a band practice. So that was what the board ended up being for the set that we've got. So there you go. Well, your Kemper, you can have as many pedals as you want, I'm guessing, and amp combinations and all sorts. I like to make life difficult for myself. I don't want to get stuck in menus though. It's just not kind of. Just want to just have a box on the floor that I stomp on. It's old-fashioned, isn't it? I'm just having those Joe Bonamassa licks going up round in my head like a yeah, I've never used any of that stuff. None of the model. I mean, actually, I say that I had a Line 6 M9. I want to say. Was it? Yeah, M5. I think it actually was. Not the M9. That's the smaller ones. The M5. So I had a Line 6 M5. Alex has got it now. That's quite good, really. It's quite useful just to. It was a stomp box modeler, actually. Am I a real vegan prophet, flat earth moon dancing with fish? Are you a real witch? I don't even know what to say. Are you a real person? It's up to you whether you would like to be here. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Am I a real witch? No. There's a band called Witch Hazel. I mean, just check us out. Just Google us. It's with a Y. That's a lot to say, really. Oh, dear. Which witch are you? I mean, are you going to be facetious? Because I'll just block you. I've got a button here. I can do it right from the aggregated chat. I can put the user in timeout. I can add you to a block list. And I can block you on YouTube. So Google us and then come back and we'll chat. Help me. Why have you decided to come up with a name like that? You've got one more chance to say something sensible. Do I drink on stage when I'm singing? Here's Keith cutting all the things that I like. Only Fools and Horses. Now it's Life of Brian. Do I drink on stage when I'm singing? No, I don't. I don't drink the whole week that I'm doing a gig, to be honest. I will drink after a gig. If it's just a gig, let's say we do one gig in a month, I will not drink that week ideally any alcohol, and I'll do the show all water. And then if I've not got another gig for another month or band practice or something, then I'll have some drinks after the show and save it till then. I mean, who was it? Was it Joe Elliott or someone? I think, oh yeah, it must have been Def Leppard. They went on tour and he just decided not to drink because he was like, well, I'm a singer. So it definitely adversely affects your singing. I mean, if it was the end of a tour and we're on stage, I'd have a drink, to mark the end of a tour and probably sing. It's not really a big deal in the middle of a set to have a drink. But for me, it's just, it doesn't help. So, you like music? Well, there we go. You're in the right place. Witch Hazel, check us out. I mean, you've found the Witch Hazel channel. So, oh yeah, the links have just come up, so you can check out witchhazel.com and you can listen to the music there. You don't even have to Google us now. What's the origin of the band name? So, the story goes, it was me and Josh Winards in Dark Forest. Check that band out. And we started the band, and I had the idea of calling us Jerusalem. And we did. I don't know whether we realised before or after we changed the name to Witch Hazel that there's a Swedish band called Jerusalem. But we thought it was just kind of like, I don't know, it just sounded a bit 80s. And then I was kind of like, nah, I wanted to go something that's a bit more pagan altar vibe, and I want it to be positive. And I thought, like, what about Witch Hazel? As in, like, Witch Hazel had healing properties. That was the idea. Like the plant, and it was believed to be magically healing. So it's just, that's kind of like the idea. I can't think of a good example. But bands, they use their band name to sort of say, look, we're musical healing. I don't know. Probably a bad example. First Aid Kit from Sweden. It's kind of like, our music is a first aid kit. Music is healing. So that was kind of the idea. Musical healing, Witch Hazel. And the Y is just there to sort of bring home the Old English vibes, really. So, prog album from the 70s called Jerusalem. Oh, right, okay. I'm sure there was a Swedish band called Jerusalem. They're a Christian heavy metal band. I don't know whether we realised that. I don't know whether that was the reason why I went looking for another name. But there you go. Oh, the band and albums called Jerusalem. Yeah, I think there might be more than one. It might not just be the Swedish one. I'm sure I've heard that about Ian Gillan as well. Right, okay. I am a Christian, yes. It's quite good that you're just discovering the band for the first time. Checking out the music the first time. Pretty good. Thanks very much. Oh, you're a Christian? It's just opening up for you, like, what's this? There's 5. Oh, okay. 5 bands called Jerusalem. So it's a good job he didn't call it that, isn't it? I think I've just kicked the can. There you go. How old are all the band members? I had to ask Alex how old he was. Alex is the youngest, our guitar player. I think he said he was 24, but I'm just terrible at remembering anything. If Alex, you're here, how old are you? I think he's 24. Should we stalk him? I'm going to stalk him. I don't know whether I'll be able to find out. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he's 24. But here he is. It's my friend. About Alex. Loves Greg's, probably what I'll say. No, it doesn't have any. Don't think there's any. Oh, here we go. 22nd of June, 1996. Someone do the maths on that. Just told you his birthday. 1996. Can someone tell me how old he is? I don't know the maths. (1996). Right, I'll start the maths now. 1996. 4 makes it 2000. Can't do this. And then it's 21. 25 this year. Yeah. 24. So I was right. He's 24. Goodness me, it took me a while. I got a B in maths at GCSE, you know. Right, we've got a few questions here. I should have named a band after your hometown, Lancaster. Lancaster the band. I don't know, I like which is the better, I think. Oh, is that the other band that were mentioned? Oh no, I'm get confused now. Someone said something about another, but I'm looking at the chat and my eyes are going funny. Oh, right. Check us out on Bandcamp. UAE. The band's name is Tabernacle. That sounds cool. Similar to Manila Road, Sirith Ungol. I'd probably check that out actually. Tabernacle on Bandcamp. I'll leave that tab open. Tabernacle. Oh, I need to actually type Bandcamp in. Oh, what's going on? Why is it doing that now? I don't want to receive notification. Bandcamp. There we go. A mollusk on the mast of time. Is that you? Oh, that's California. Who knows, eh? The lunatics. The Riverloo. Never do math on stream, yeah. Oh, I'm like a pain. We had some other questions. So where has it gone? Oh, so what comes first in your art, the music or the Christianity? That's a good question. I like that question because I don't actually know the answer. What comes first in your art? I suppose like what comes first in life will be Christianity. Like loving God and worshipping God comes above everything else. The music's very important, the art's very important. I suppose it's kind of one and the same, like, I don't know. I don't really know the answer to that. As a band, if we take the band in as an isolated thing, the music's the most important thing. Depends what you mean by the Christianity. I mean, we're talking like the lyrics versus the music. Don't know. I mean, the lyrics are not important if the music's no good. So the art is the music. So I don't know if that answers your question. Not really sure the answer, to be honest. That's okay, isn't it? You don't have to have all the answers. I don't. So I don't have many answers, to be honest. So I'm glad I started streaming to YouTube. There's quite a few people on there. So Tabernacle Terror. Terror in Thrace. There you go. There we go. Do. I've got that Warlord song in my hand. Deliver us. Do. Oh, that guy sadly died recently, didn't he? I think he was the guitarist and the songwriter from what's his face? From Warlord. I just said. That's sad. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was like either this week or late last week. No, it won't be this week. It would have been last week. on a Tuesday. Yeah, if we knew all the answers, there wouldn't be anything left to discover. I would agree with that, yeah. I don't think my issue is like, I've got lots of questions, but I think there's things that no one's going to have the answer to. It's like, it's annoying. It's like, I want to have the answer to that. I don't think we're going to find the answer to some questions. Like, which Colin the Caterpillar cake is better? Is it Cuthbert from Aldi, or is it the real deal at M&S? I mean, you know. I've listened to a bit of Doom Sword in the past, I quite liked it. I never really kind of carried on checking them out. I feel I've just listened to them once. Just so many bands, isn't there? There you go. The answers to exam papers. There you go. I'm just going to put my leg down here and try not to kick the camera. Because I'm just going to get pins and needles. I'm definitely going to set the stream up differently next time. Probably have a guitar next time, with a bit of luck. Too many bands, yeah, I know. Too many bands to check out. It's just like... I should have made the chat a bit bigger. Wonder if I can make it bigger now. Oh, I'm going to adjust it on the fly. Oh. I don't know if that's moving for anyone, but there you go. I made the chat a bit bigger. 2 weeks without a guitar, what's going on? Playing bass for the week. Can't go 2 weeks without a guitar. It's too sad, that. Play guitar all the time. A new panopticon. What? You've had a new panopticon on my shortlist for a few days, but still haven't got around to it. What does that mean? Panopticon? The Ibanez J Custom, is it Ibanez? Something like that. US black metal. Oh, right, a new album. I see. Never heard of Panopticon. Panopticon. Have I listened to any new bands this week? What have I listened to this week? What's a caterpillar cake? Well, M&S in the UK. I don't know whether you're from the UK or not. M&S is like a supermarket, but it's like a posh supermarket, and they sell these chocolate cakes in the shape of a caterpillar called Colin the Caterpillar, and then they've extended to like the sweets and stuff. And Aldi is a German supermarket, but they sell stuff in the UK, and it's like a cheap. It's not. It's like the opposite of a posh supermarket, and they did a Cuthbert the Caterpillar, and it made the news because M&S were like really unhappy. I don't know whether they sued them or something. We chatted about it on a live stream in the past, but what have I listened to this week? I feel like I've listened to stuff. I've definitely listened to Joe Bonamassa. I've been obsessed with his guitar sound. I feel like I've listened to stuff, and I can't remember what it is. I listened again to... I got back into... They used to be called Idle Hands. Unto Others. Like goth rock. Very, very catchy sort of music. I say goth rock. It's got a few different things going on. Oh dear. It's got to that point, 9:10. First yawn. Oh, were they a Muscle Rock? Yeah. Well, I suppose they played Keep It True, didn't they? So some lyrics about a knockoff caterpillar. What should I call you? Vegan prophet, flat earth moon, dancing with fish. Should be an abbreviation, or do you have a name? Do I secretly know you and you come up with an account? Where are you from? Flat Earth moon dancing with fish. Typo negative. Yeah, I doesn't. One of those bands, I think. Like the name. I'll call you fish. There you go. I'm just gonna think of prog rock if I call you fish, but yeah, it's one of those like they're called typo negative. I think the name puts me off. Is that gonna be like metalcore or something? Unto others. Wintersome conversion therapy. Fish, yeah, the actual real life fish is here. Marillion, isn't it? I've seen Marillion live, thought they're great. Oh, was it quite gothic? Maybe I like it then. Type O negative. I've prejudged the band. I think I kind of like, bands like Disturbed and Lamb of God, and I've not really listened. I think I've definitely listened to Disturbed, and that was the way I felt. But kind of like, oh, it's just kind of mainstream metal stuff that generally doesn't float my boat. Every now and then there's a band that I'm like, oh, this is good and new. Oh, the poster band for goth metal, there you go. Well, there you go. I don't know how to say that name. Irion. It's like, I don't know, Aeon, but with a U. Aerion. Aerion? Something like that. Did an album where Fish was singing as a fish character. Sounds a bit trippy, to be honest. Arjem. Arjem. Is that the pronunciation? Or is it a different band? There you go. I seriously just like totally out of touch. I thought, like, what was it? I thought like Wintersun was another band last week. Oh, Avantasia. I've definitely heard them. That sounds good though, typo negative. Moody goth rock like Sabbath meets the Beatles with some punk. It sounds like I've totally prejudged this band. Shows how much I know, doesn't it? If it's not ABBA, I have no idea what I'm doing. Holy Parish of Doom, welcome. Thanks for saying. We're talking about lots of music I've never heard of. I'm going to have to redeem myself, and not that you can. I'm going back to Andy's post on the page. If you want to extend this community, because I'll be going in about 15 minutes or so. If you want to Spencer Smells. There you go. I've just said it for you. I'll say it again if you want. Spencer Smells. Feel free to record that. Who's? I'm not sure that's. I'm not sure I like that name. Anyway, I'm not going to read out that name. Yeah, it's just a bit on the edge, that as a username. Anyway, going back to Holy Parish of Doom. No, we weren't talking about that. What was I even talking about? I've got to tie myself in knots. I need to go listen to Typo Negative. But you can't redeem yourself. I think I took the meme too seriously. But I kind of started writing responses and I realised I just didn't even know where to start. And I thought, it's just a joke, innit? Typo Negative, an American goth metal band formed in Brooklyn, New York, where all good goth bands are formed, apparently. There you go. Well, sounds like I need to check them out. Typo Negative. What's that? What does that mean? You know, like you have a typo. That's the way I think of it. I've just done a typo. I was meant to say. Oh, something on Facebook Marketplace. Oh dear. Pull chain on your channel parish. Oh, right, okay, I see. Oh, right. Oh, negative. I'm thinking like typo. It's a blood type. That makes sense for a goth band. See, completely missed that. They all posted right there. Completely missed what they were going for. See, this thing, some things just go right over my head. But that was quite obvious, wasn't it? Italian Doom. There you go. Well, yeah. I suppose, is it the so typo negative? If I like unto others, I'm guessing I will like typo negative. I mean, I can't listen to too much of it because it's just very like, even like with the catchy stuff, it's kind of like, I have to listen to something a bit more upbeat. You know, like the Carpenters, just a bit of light and shade, just afterwards. PC and Wino did together. There you go. Quite good. When we do these streams, I end up sort of finding out about bands and stuff. Tell you what, apart from typo negative, have we got any other recommendations? I like stuff that's a bit folky. I like stuff that's kind of 70s rock. I like catchy choruses. I like good songwriting. But it doesn't matter if it's heavy as well. Sometimes it can be like heavier, extreme music, but if the songwriting's there and it's interesting, particularly maybe a neoclassical influence. Any recommendations? Pop it on the car. Yes, I've listened to that album. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, Tanith from the USA. The guy from Satan. I want to say, why don't I know that guy's name? It'll come to me. Gary Higgins, Red Hash. Russ Tippins, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, in that description, Witch Hazel, 70s folky dad rock. Yeah, I suppose. Rodriguez, Cold Fact. Iron Griffin from Finland. Iron Griffin. That sounds like I need to check him out. Folky dad rock. Any more folky dad rock? Where's that gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Might listen to it now. I'll get a copyright strike though. I'll listen to it quietly. I've got onto others in my head now. Where's that gone now? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right, so I've heard of Iron Griffin, but I don't actually heard the music. There we go. Iron Griffin. Rain of Thunder. Forgotten Steel. Sounds like I'm going to like it. I'll leave it paused there. White Magician. I've heard of White Magician. Were they on new wave of traditional heavy metal albums? Did they release an album relatively recently? I feel like I've listened to White Magician and I liked it. Look, sounds uninspired. Inspired to me. Wandering Midget from Finland. Right, okay. Forgotten Steel. I think it was like similar to when we released an album. That's probably why I saw it in the recommended. No, so basically the copyright. I've heard of Lord Fist. Yeah. I've listened to them as well. Um, the Witch Hazel copyright stuff. It's not nothing. You can't. Nothing gets like blocked. The problem is if you're trying to like verify and monetize your channel, you end up demonetizing the whole channel if you do something called I can't remember what the policy is. The policy is reused content. It's not necessarily a copyright thing, but you're pulling it from another platform, and your videos are kind of it's formulaic and it was all just kind of wasn't working. But basically, what's happening now is the channel's apparently YouTube sent me 2 emails now saying that the YouTube our Witch Hazel YouTube channel is going to become an official artist channel. So they kind of recognises the sort of stuff that bands would post and live stream and the video of the live stream if you're playing your own songs. And it's all to do with our digital distributor. They're the ones that flag the content ID, and it's this mixture between the Orchard Music or our digital aggregator distributor, and so like they're licensed to put the music out and flag. You want the content ID to be flagged so someone else isn't monetizing your music, and YouTube policy at the same time. It's all kind of needs to come together. This a stronger agreement between the digital distributor and YouTube and the policy and the channel. So hopefully when we become an official artist channel is that. And then the problem is with Twitch is they don't have any agreements with any digital aggregators. And so like there's just, but they're still flagging, like there's still DMCA things, and it's this, they use the same content ID system, and then the replays of any music, the sound just gets blocked out. And it's kind of, I want the replays on Twitch long term because people want to see, well, what was the latest stream? That's how you get a following. That's the only thing you can use on Twitch to gain a following, is to see people check out your channel. So it's just all that stuff, you know. We're still going, Eric, yeah. We tend to be about Niger. That's a place. That's a good try though. Isn't that a country? You'll get blocked for just being stupid, so don't bother. I can block you with one click. Yeah, man, I think it kind of goes without saying, but apparently I have to say it. Zero tolerance on any form of like any form. I think that's what it was. I mean, I'd want to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have already gone, but I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I think they were trying to quickly. Right, okay, that's it. You're gone. You're blocked. Away. Zero tolerance on that. See ya. Yeah, it does. I feel like it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Zero tolerance on racism and any form of just general. I mean, they've got names, but basically they're just dickheadedness. Zero tolerance. It's not difficult, but yeah, obviously someone maybe trying to troll. I don't really. It's difficult. Like, yeah, don't be an ass. There you go. That's the policy. Don't be an ass policy. It's a bit weird. Like when people do stuff like that in chat, you think, what what's the goal? What's the end goal? Are you just like, is it a bit like prank calls? You know, like it's, you know, when people, you know, you just type in a number and prank call a takeaway or something. I don't know. Like, is it usually people use the internet for that now? That's kind of what the whole troll thing. Bit weird, isn't it? But anyway, there you go. Seeing a bit Carly, iCarly. So, but yeah, I'm definitely having a listen to Ian Griffin. That's the thing. So, you know, we've got a few on YouTube, including some trolls apparently. So you just got to roll with it, haven't you? Still one person on Periscope. Just the one on Facebook. See, I've got, oh, this is the problem, right? So I've been live on Facebook and I'm just looking on now, and there's loads of chat on Facebook that isn't getting. So people have been saying stuff on Facebook and I have not been receiving it. So apologies for that because it's not been aggregated. Oh, okay, that got aggregated. That's a bit weird, isn't it? So some stuff got aggregated and some stuff didn't. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? There you go. No idea why. I mean, it's fairly sophisticated in my opinion, all this that's going on, so there's bound to be some issues. Oh, Periscope is an old live streaming. I don't know whether it's one of the first ones, but apparently Twitter have bought it. So I'm kind of going to Periscope, but it's kind of going to Twitter or something. Who knows? But there you go. Right, let's go back. Any falsetto coming on the next album, like Dry Bones? Always, yeah. I'm trying to do more of it, really. It's got to be like the right key and not to be too forced. Like Dry Bones, just that was how the song was written all at the same time. So like things like, I think some bands, they try and kind of put as much falsetto and as much fast guitar solos as possible into the music. And I kind of feel like you want to do it when it suits. Like, so if that's going to add something to the song, but sometimes it's kind of like you don't want it all the time. It gets a bit samey. So when it works, I'll be doing that. So yeah, I'll be trying. I think I've already got a couple of songs actually already that are not finished, but will almost definitely be having some sort of falsetto high parts. So be prepared for that. Internet trolls are everywhere. Hotheads and authoritarians are out there. Yeah, so you've got your internet trolls, but we've also got hotheads and authoritarians that will, yeah. Gotta go to smoke a butt before I get back to work. Thanks for hosting. I'll keep jamming. You too, Holy Parish of Doom. I love the falsetto as well. Who would you like to tour with if you could pick? A good question. I think it would be really cool to tour with Iron Maiden. That'd be like a dream combination. And I feel like it makes sense because we wouldn't be stepping on each other's toes genre-wise. Because like there's some crossover, both heavy metal bands, but Iron Maiden just sound like Iron Maiden, don't they? And it would be a great opportunity, wouldn't it? So that'd be a bit of a dream. Either Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, you know, I really love Judas Priest, so it'd be they're kind of two big heavy metal bands for me. But I think like more realistically, I mean, I think it'd be realistic to say that I might share a festival lineup with maybe bands like Wishbone Ash or Jethro Tull, because they're kind of technically smaller bands, aren't they? And it's the sort of thing we might, if we got on a bill, we might share a lineup with them possibly. It's a potential, isn't it? Some sort of likelihood there. But yeah, it'd be cool to kind of tour with, kind of, I don't know. There'd be some sort of band. I mean, it'd be really interesting to see to tour with Ghost. I think because there'd be. I'd like to see what the fans would be like. What is going on? Can you imagine the Ghost fans? Who's this? That'd be quite entertaining. Because I should imagine, like, both my record collection and Ghost, Tobias Forge, let's face it, he's the guy, isn't he? We probably have some of the same records, don't we? We listen to some of the same music. It would be confusing, wouldn't it? It'd be like, it'd be funny. Oh, yeah, I saw Wishbone Ash. I was a little bit. It was very self-indulgent. That's all I'm going to say about Wishbone Ash. They're great, but quite self-indulgent, really. It's endless guitar solos and noodling. Just... Anthony Fantano. Yes, I am. Well, I'm only familiar with him now because our what's it called? Our press officer in Germany, who gets us into the magazines and stuff, he was like, kind of like, oh, by the way, one of my favourite music critics, a guy called Anthony Fantano, who's really quite popular, has reviewed Pentecost, and I'd never heard of it, and so he linked me to the video. So that's how I knew about Anthony Fantano, but I'd never heard of him before. Seems to be into music, bit of a muso. It's not this. I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's not the sort of thing I would be like, oh, I'm gonna follow that guy. I don't know. I don't really like follow critics or people who recommend music. There's that whole Fenriz thing, wasn't it? Kind of a lot of people think, oh, it's Fenriz approved. I think that's cool, but I don't know. It's not really. I don't know. I can understand why people kind of are interested in what someone else has to say. I still read reviews, but I tend to just, yeah, it's just not me. Don't kind of look out for particular reviewers. I do know the band Camel. Yes, I like Camel. I only got into them perhaps this year or last year. A bit more. I mean, I'd heard a few songs, but got like listened to a full album, and got into it. It's kind of like, some of it's just a bit, actually it's just proggy, isn't it? Like, I'm a bit picky when it comes to prog. I think my two favourite prog bands are Jethro Tull and Kansas. I think they got more I mean, it's Kansas, they got some songs that aren't particularly proggy, so it's that sort of not traditionally prog. Camel's just like, can be quite experimental. Big Train. Angelic Warlord, I'm sure I've heard of that. Is that a Christian metal review site? Sure, I've seen. Have they reviewed all the albums? I have a feeling I've seen that. Yes, Christian metal, Angelic Warlord. Yeah. So I saw. I don't. We got so many reviews from the last album, which is obviously good, but I just don't know like what's what. I've read a lot of them, and then I gave up, to be honest, because I'm like, I haven't got the time to read them all. Just really good, obviously, because people are reviewing the album. There we go. Witch Hazel Pentecost. I can read the review now. 85%, as you say. Yeah, I'm just reading it now. Yeah, I don't think I read that review. So I must be a bedtime reading for me now. So Prelude got 85, Sojourn got 80, and Pentecost got 85%. Pretty good. It's all right. I'd probably agree, to be honest, in terms of quality. Although I'd probably start lower and then give myself more of a Pentecost. Purely just, I think the songwriting's a bit better. Got a bit better on Pentecost. In my own opinion. I think the songwriting was a bit more refined. Social slander will not stand. It's only 5%. I do think it's like, I don't know. The thing is, like, you've got, but then I think about Sojourn and it's got like, See My Demons. And we always played Still We Fight. So, it's got some tunes. I do I'm quite partial to her. I say I'm partial, I haven't listened to it in ages. The last time I listened to Angel Take Me was when we were doing the playthroughs. But like Angel Take Me, I quite like that with the violin and stuff. Oh, was it? Yeah. There's the thing with See My Demons. It was like the unexpected hit. We didn't play it live, and people were like, why are you not playing See My Demons? When it came out, I was like, oh, yeah, we probably should actually. People loved it. It's quite catchy, that chorus, isn't it? It's got the twin solo as well. It's quite nice. Little touch. Oh, 12 of you on YouTube. Stay for a bit longer. See, there's 20 in total. This is the thing, when you aggregate everyone together, we've got 20 people across different platforms, so I've not had a steady 20 before. My voice is going, where's the tea? Bring the dog back out. I've done a new version of See My Demons recently. Colin Witch Hunter Henry. The Cultist of Mug. I'm going to make sure you can see this in all its high definition glory. This is the cult mug / goblet of mead. I'd drink mead out of that cup, I think. Would you drink mead out of that cup? Look at the dog. The dog is saying, please buy me a mead. Please buy me a goblet of mead. It's quite good, this camera, isn't it? It looks quite, I'm looking at it on the screen now, it's fairly good autofocus. There you go, you got high definition dog. There you go. That's probably the highlight of the stream. But I've got more followers now. They're interested in seeing the mug. What's high quality is the mug itself. Bumping up the Witchesel coffers by 0.00003 pence. Yeah, pretty right. Do you know what? Oh, if everyone, there you go, I've got 21 of you. If you fancy, I don't know, I'm saying this now, I'll check on my phone because I don't have the right data. It might have already happened, actually. I just realised I need to, it's a bit of a nice, if you've known me for any amount of time, I say know me, if you've listened to my ramblings on social media for any period of time, you'll know I like targets and numbers and stuff. So I'm always looking, how many people are here? Just like interested. So we've got 98.7 thousand listens on the song I Am Redeemed. I'll put it on the, because I have the Spotify for Artists app. Tells you how many we've had. So we had 98.7 thousand on the song I Am Redeemed. So if you fancy, oh, why has it gone like that colour? I've just ruined it. There we go. If you fancy streaming it while you're asleep, gets up to the 100,000. That'd be a cool little. Yeah, what was I going to say? I'm like, I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm in the middle of a sentence, and whilst I'm speaking, I'm trying to read and process comments, and I'm like, I can't do. Why am I doing it? I should look away. Say what I want to say, and then look. I never learn. Basically, what I was saying is, I'm looking at this now, and someone's messaging me. Put it down. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Stream that song on Spotify, and we'll get us up to. We only need 1,300 more. And if you want to send us a mug of whatever it is, I don't even know, a mug of mead, a dog mug of mead, and make the screen make a magical sound, and it'll all float up with your name on the screen. You can send any amount on the patronage link. Music and merch is there. If you've not heard all our albums, we've just been chatting about all the albums. If you've heard a bit of Pentecost but you've not heard any others, check it all out. It's all there. Got my little box. I quite like not having to copy and paste stuff now. I can just focus on chatting, which is what I want to do. But yeah, I'm going to open that review in a tab. But yeah, nearly on the 100,000 on Spotify. No, I mean, it's in one sense it's a bit lame because like, I'm not the biggest fan of Spotify, and it's not like a huge. It's not the be all and end all by any stretch of the imagination for Witch Hazel, because we sell physical albums. But people listen to that stuff. When I use Spotify, like I just wouldn't be able to listen to all the music I want to listen to if it wasn't for digital music. So it's just how it is. But yeah, nearly on the 100,000. It is really convenient, really, really convenient, and that's kind of why people use it. It's a tricky one though, isn't it? Because they've set up something that kind of doesn't really work very well for anyone. I mean, it works well for them, but I was told under from a reputable source that Spotify lose money every year. They make a loss every year, and they float on the stock market apparently, which is just like bizarre. And so kind of like that's the setup. Bands don't get paid enough. Spotify are just kind of doing what they're doing. It's just a weird thing. It's a weird subject. Feels like everyone's losing a little bit, but they're not losing, are they? They wouldn't exist if they couldn't make it make business sense. And you can sort of see what they're doing. I can totally see like the whole, they want more people on the platform. That's what all these platforms are doing. They want to spend more time on the platform, and they oh dear, we got another. Are people setting up stuff? I'm gonna move on from the subject of Spotify, because Venus Love and Beauty Shock says, I want to take you backstage behind the meat curtain. Know what I mean? I'm talking about pounding out the veal. What is wrong with these people? Oh dear. It might be Andy. I definitely feel like it could be anyone, couldn't it? How's Bandcamp for revenue? Bandcamp take 10%. Now this is quite relevant. I saw something today where I think it was Haunt. You can join their fan club. That's quite an interesting little community. We have our fan club. It's just facebook.com/groups/witchhazel. And we have a little Facebook fans group, and anyone can post and chat, and it's quite good really. Yeah, say something sensible or you're gone. I mean, it's kind of mildly entertaining. You feel free to reveal your identity, but if you're just another troll. I'd rather keep us on subject, so say something sensible or you're off. The trolls today, this is like the troll stream. I'm like, it's quite funny. That's had a bit of it, keeping me on my toes, had a bit of interest. Yeah, Bandcamp takes 10%. Haunt were talking about it today, but I want to go back and see what they were talking about because I found it quite interesting. I think that what was I going to say? Yeah, I think that there was a post I'd missed, and I think he's generally saying that Bandcamp take 10%, and that's over the years quite a big cut of what's going on. But then it's kind of like, what do they offer though? At the same time, it's a good platform. It's very discoverable. It's kind of set up by people who actually care about music. There's lots of really good things about Bandcamp. So it's, you kind of think, well, they've got to make money. They've got a team of people to pay. So it's another one of them, really. And you blocked. Seen a bit. Two trolls down, quick over the hat trick. Next Witch Hazel album, all about heroically fighting against trolls. Yeah. Yeah, probably 5%. I don't know really. Oh, I mean, well, I think Bandcamp is one way of us selling music. We use it to sell in Europe, and we also we use it as a platform to sell in the US, and the fulfillment is the record label Riding Easy Records in USA. So they fulfill our Bandcamp orders and then they sell it on their site. And maybe it is Tobias Ford. Maybe he's not got anything else to do, has he, at the moment? He's probably writing like really good songs, isn't he? What was I saying? Yeah, they're one way of selling music, but I suppose in terms of viability, it's kind of about having a good record deal. And at the moment, we have a good record deal. At the same time, the genre is both against us and for us. You know, we're not mainstream music, so we're not getting mainstream sales. And Spotify stream counts as a sale. But at the same time, because of the genre, we sell physical, we sell records. Keith will tell you about Witch Hazel Records. You know, we sell, plenty of merch. There's definitely room for more merch and stuff like that. Sorry, Keith. In the future. Yeah, we have we have a good label, and Riding Easy, a good label in the USA. We have a good record deal, like we have a good agreement between the label and the band. So us lads, as soon as an album breaks even, we're on for a very good record deal, about as good as it gets. So, here we go. 32 years of my life. I'm just going to ban you straight away. There you go, banned. I might have to set up admin. It's like I've got 19 people watching and I'm having to set up admins. That's what we have to think about doing. There we go. Yeah, Bandcamp is just one way of selling your music, but there's some really nice things about Bandcamp because I think they genuinely want bands to do well. This is the thing. There are a few little gripes, and I think they already know some of the things that are going on. But I think it's going to be a bit of a cash cow maybe in the future. Don't know. I think they're on to something, potentially. But a lot of the major labels shy away from it. But I think in the future it could be quite a mainstream thing. Anyway, I'd love to see Witch Hazel record a one long track like Thick as a Brick. Well, you never know. I'm not sure whether I'd write something quite that long, but I think there's room for proggier, longer songs. Yeah, Motorbike. He's just set up another account. YouTube, of course. It brings some good stuff, YouTube, but has its problems. What sort of mascot will you guys have if you picked one? Like a Witch Hazel version of Eddie? Don't know, that's a good question, isn't it? Don't know. It'd be cool to have one though, wouldn't it? I'm not sure what we'd have. We've just got Jack. He could just be our mascot. He's just an entertaining person. I don't know. We need a mascot, don't we? Really? Well, any ideas? That's what. This is a focus group. I don't know whether you knew that. Yeah, like some sort of knight who comes on. Like, I don't know whether they'd be just too cheesy. I mean, there is cheesy elements. Yeah. A horse. We like horses. Oh dear. I might have to call it a day in a few minutes. But yeah, like we had a horse on Sojourn, didn't we? And then in the music video we hired a horse. It was about Joe. It was £500 to hire that horse. The rider came with it, obviously, but the knight and the horse, it cost £500 to get that guy. Totally worth it though. I'm hoping it wasn't plus VAT. We like horses that much. There had to be one, didn't there, though? In our first music video, we had to have a knight on a horse. I mean, we didn't pay for it. This is the thing. This is where you get a record label, isn't it? Yeah, I think it was like it's all down south, so it's like southern costs, London prices. It wasn't London, but it was South Downs or something. But it was like a local Plantagenet club or something like that. So like it was like a full thing. I mean, you could tell, like proper. The guy was a real deal. What was it called? I think it was called Andrew Prestige. I think it was called. There you go. You can look it up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. It's our music video to Spirit and Fire. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Still open to ideas. Oh yeah, mate. I think we're on like third or fourth yawn of the night. I think really for us, it's not, we don't necessarily have our mascot, but it's more kind of the stage clothes. I've got some of the stage clothes here. I should have dressed up, shouldn't I? If you've not seen our stage clothes, it's this stuff. I'm thinking I was going to video one of the things I need to do for the channel is make an intro video. But I was thinking of getting dressed up and doing it properly. So I've got the stage clothes off handy to do that. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a Dio video, isn't there? But yeah. Caterpillar in armour, that's the best idea of the night, Keith, I think. Oh dear me. Oh, I'm proper flagging, and I've had a cup of tea as well. All the tea's gone. Oh, it's got to that stage. I've gone longer than I said I was going to go. I'm just enjoying the chats too much. Oh, I did explain before, but we'll talk about it next time. Yeah, you've got to have good visuals. I mean, I think especially on stage, that's my opinion. Like stage clothes, I feel like is it show? It's kind of show business, isn't it? Like you're there for a performance. I think I want to get into role. I want to put on a good show. It just seemed really obvious to me, for Witch Hazel, that we need some sort of stage clothing that was interesting. And it was all kind of tied in with the old English thing. So, Armoured Centaur, going back to that. Well, and with that yawn, I'm going to have to bid you farewell, everybody. It's nice to have a steady 20 though, that's pretty cool. Have more people tonight. If you feel like buying me a virtual goblet of mead or whatever it is, the link's there. feel free to play us out on the support link. I'll tell you what I should do. I should put that link on the end screen if you want to. I'm going to do that now. Actually, no. If I do the thanks for coming thing, that might not work. But anyway, if you feel free to use that or not. I'm just. Oh, there you go. Good timing. Thanks, Restream. There's a link if you want it. And consider like monthly if that's something you can afford. Don't worry if not. You know, it's all free, but just it's there. Just generally moving the work of Witch Hazel forwards. That's what it's there for. And I'll see you next week. If not on the Witch Hazel fans page, which seems like a really good place for ongoing chats and stuff. Chatting with other Witch Hazel fans. I'm gonna yawn again, so oh yeah. You don't want to see me just yawning over and over again. I'm up early, so thanks for coming everyone. I'll see you next week, if not on Facebook fans. I'll put the link on now in case you were interested in that, which is facebook.com/group. I think, is it group or groups? I should know this by now. I think it's that. I'm going to check the link. It doesn't work. I'm going to put... It doesn't work, that link. But anyway, I think it's groups. I'll try it again. It's groups. Not that link. That link. Come join that group. It's good chats throughout the week. Building a bit of a community here, so thanks for coming. See you next week, if not on Facebook groups in a bit. Roll the credits.